fact, let's do that right now. The first of 2 Olympians on the show today, Ed Eyestone, cross-country, track and field head coach. It's good to have you back. And every time you come into the studio, I can't help but think about that glorious, beautiful yellow track and field official hat.
Hey, nothing is too good for you guys.
That's
so we reached into the vault to pull that one out. This is vintage material here, so I hope you appreciate that.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
It's one of our favorite bits of swag on the set.
Yeah,
That's not a lie.
I've walked into some of the track meets with that on. They just let me in.
Of course.
I even go out there and I'll like judge
This
a
is the
throw.
golden ticket right here, baby, the golden ticket. I may borrow this for this weekend to bring me some luck.
Okay.
At least I'll touch it. Ooh, okay.
The little rope on the front is the
there's
best.
good karma coming from that thing right there. Thank you.
So both your teams, the men and women's teams, have been fantastic this year. When did you know this was going to be another good year for the cross country?
Probably the first meet of the year. We went against Syracuse, who were the reigning national champions and poised to repeat. And we beat them. So I think that was kind of a wake-up call. I mean, this is a very good group of young men, but I've really felt like this was more of a transition year. It's kind of a blue-collar group. Yeah, we'll get through until we get a couple, good recruits back from missions and whatnot. But hey, they've really risen up, and that's what it's all about. Year in, year out, a new group of guys stepping up, and couldn't be more proud of the group of guys and the way that they have raced this entire season.
Now, expectations can alter because of the way that your team performs through a season, and now all of a sudden you're headed to the national championships, and you can't help but think, hey, we might actually have a shot to win this whole thing. So what are your expectations at the national championships?
Yeah, I think our expectation after that first meet always was that, hey, we deserve to be on that podium, top 4. And at this point in time, we really have not dropped below a top 4 ranking, maybe 5th or 6th sometime in the middle of the season. But we've always been up there flirting with the top 4. So I think we believe that is certainly possible. We haven't let it go to our heads necessarily. It's kind of ironic because in the team camp that we had the week before school started, one of the goals that we had was we were not going to pay attention to the national rankings this year.
Yeah.
And so it's been good and bad because we've been right up there, but it's like, no, I don't know where we are ranked. Oh, we are ranked number 2 right now? Oh, who knew? But yeah, I mean, the great thing is, as long as these young men can just go out and have another, just day at the office as we've been doing all year long, then I think the ultimate place will take care of itself. And I certainly do believe we're a top 4 team. And I know some of the guys on the team won't be content with just the 4th place. So that's kind of an exciting position to be in. I don't think we feel much pressure coming in because, again, this was going to be a rebuilding year. But by the same token, I think we want to get out and demonstrate what we're capable of doing.
Nice to be rebuilding and ranked 4th in the country.
Yeah, exactly. Like and I like the work ethic because I know you guys competed, was it Friday in Logan at the regionals? And then I'm at the stadium Saturday and I'm walking back to the building. And they're the guys. They're out there running, doing their thing.
Yeah.
The day after region. So I like the work ethic. And remind us how many miles a day or week your guys are running.
Yeah, we have guys on the team going as high as 90 miles a week and some 70 to 90 miles.
I don't drive 90
well,
miles a week.
I tell people, the best diet in the world is 90 miles a week because you can pretty much eat anything and just burn it all off, right? So
90 is crazy. I live nearby. I don't drive 90 miles a week, I don't
really?
think. Yeah. I need to get out there, guys.
Okay.
Brian Logan, I think, still owes some miles or something.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Ed, when you trademark the run 90 miles a week diet, I want to be on your team. I want to be part of that movement with you,
I think there would be
Exactly.
some lawsuits that would be taking place if I tried to do that. But hey, if it can make me, some payola, then I'll do it, I guess.
Now, Diljit Taylor with the women's cross country folks, she loves working with you, and this team.
Who doesn't?
Oh, you're right.
I'm just kidding.
You ask a fantastic question.
I'm kidding.
This team has also overachieved in a way, and so what are the goals for the women's team? They're ranked 28th right now, but they're also rebuilding.
Yeah, I think it's great for the women. that they are ranked 28th, because I think it takes some of the pressure off their backs, because they're definitely a top 20 team. And I think if they can just get out and have one of their better days, the regional meet was not one of their better days, but I think that the national meet bouncing back from that, I think they all know that they're very capable of being a top 20 team and even a top 15 team if things fell. I mean, quite frankly, they beat a team in University of San Francisco at the conference meet that I think is currently ranked 9th or 10th.
Wow.
So we could see them in the top 10. It would be just amazing if we could have 2 teams in the top 10 this weekend in Terre Haute.
Yeah, and Terre Haute always hosts the cross-country national championships. What are some of the rituals you have when you go there? Do you do the same stuff? Because you're there every year, right?
Well, you know, they have an amazing, thriving cougar club there. There's a man by the name of Chris Newton, Judge Chris Newton. He's a judge in the area and a bishop, and I believe in the stake presidency now. He does a great job kind of mobilizing the BYU fans in the area, so we always have all kinds of goodies that we shouldn't be eating laid
but
out.
You can, because you run 90 a week.
Well, I guess so. But no, they do a great job, and we have a nice tradition. We usually will do a fireside either before or after the championship meet, and so it's just a great. We almost feel like it's a second home for us. So it's great going back there. There's also a place there, believe it or not, that makes milkshakes with pie.
Ooh.
So it's pie milkshakes. So you know that's also, although
Pie shakes.
Pie shakes, yeah. You've heard of that, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's not a unique thing to Terre
No,
Haute.
I think it's. I think
but
it's
good.
unique. No,
have you had a
unique.
pie? What's your favorite pie shake? Mine's blueberry. Blueberry pie shake is
Cherry.
It's tough
Love
to
it. Yeah.
Cherry pie shake.
Yeah.
Pie shake. I have never had a pie shake.
You gotta have a pie shake.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It
come
sounds
to
delicious.
Terre Haute with us, and we will take you.
Run
for a pie
90
shake.
miles. Go to Terre
All you
Haute.
gotta do is run 90 miles and get on the plane, and you can fly to Terre Haute.
You're gonna have to run the 90 first, though. Sorry.
Ed Eyestone, BYU cross country and track and field head coach, with us on BYU Sports Nation. What are some of the, or who I should say, are some of the stars that we should pay attention to individually for both the men's and women's teams?
Yeah, well, Nico Montañez has just done an amazing job. He was a JC transfer from Arizona. A couple years ago, and he's just been doing a great job for us. He's been kind of leading the troops on not every race, in fact, but he's been one of our strong guys. He's someone we're looking at hopefully being an All-American. If you want to be a podium team, you generally have to have 2 or 3 All-Americans, and so joining him, John Harper ran very well for us at the conference meet. He was 2nd overall there. Braden McClelland is a freshman, just a redshirt freshman, who's been running very well for us as well. So I think I would love to see him run well. And then we had the luxury, since we're pretty strong team, that we actually rested one of our top runners, Rory Linklater, at the regional meet, and so he's coming in with some fresh legs. And so really, if we can get this core, Clayton Young's another important factor for us. So if we can get all these fresh legs together for us running well, then I think we have a chance to be a podium team. Spencer Hansen has also been running very well for us. So it's a great group of 6-7 guys that we're going to be taking there. And it's a team sport. That's one of the great things about cross country as opposed to track. I love track. When we get into track season, that's my favorite sport. But when we're in cross country season, that's my favorite sport.
Let's go.
And the team aspect of it, the fact that you score 5 runners, means that there's not one guy in my top 7 who can really relax, and they're running for each other.
In a lot of different sports, you need to be able to run and jump and whatnot, and you develop a certain skill. Basketball, jumping, football, blocking or catching or whatever. How do you develop the skill of running?
90 miles a week. We got a theme here going, right? No, I mean, you become more proficient by doing it. But there are obviously lots of different workouts that we do to kind of perfect that. There are long runs that they go on the weekend, 15 to 17 mile long runs. There are tempo runs where you go out not at race pace, but pretty close to race pace for extended periods of times, 5-6 miles. And then there are shorter interval workouts where you're doing mile repeats or 800-meter repeats that you're going much faster than race pace. So by building all these energy systems, because it's not a real skill sport, but you still need to build the energy systems to ultimately get you to the finish line first. And by doing the various workouts and then having a tremendous aerobic base that they build up over the summertime, then that ultimately leads to success in the distance events.
Ed, you've touched the golden ticket hat, and now we're going to give you the BYU Sports Nation karma so that you can go to Terre Haute
Love it.
in your pursuit of the podium
Thank
with
you.
your team and enjoy a blueberry pie shake.
Oh, love it. But not until after the race, though.
After the race.
Okay, true.
We got to get those things in
Yes,
order.
exactly. That's the reward.
The reward is
yeah,
the pie shake. Okay.
Exactly.
Great to talk to you.
And get on the podium.
Exactly.
Congratulations on all of your success as well.
Well, we're having a good time, and hopefully we'll have a great time by both the men's and women's squad on Saturday.
Fantastic. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Up next on BYU Sports Nation, the second Olympian, Kate Hansen, takes us between the lines with a new edition of Undercover Athlete. One of the best soccer players in the entire country. Do BYU fans really know her?